Hi, it's me. Thursday, 13th of June. This time around, I've got two questions for you about success and about leisure time. First question is, when we talk about somebody, we may say he or she has been a great success. We regard them as being successful. What do we mean by that? Are we normally talking about in business or in their profession or trade? Are we talking about their relationships with family, with friends? Are we talking about their creativity? Or maybe how they attained their goals in life? Their interests or hobbies? Are they nice people to be around? Are they good at sports? Or is it a combination of all of those? So for example, if somebody's successful in business or in their profession and they haven't done very well in the other areas of life, are they truly successful? Or is it okay just to focus on one area of life and give it everything that you've got? If somebody goes to university and gets a degree, is that in itself successful? Or do we need to look at how much effort went into attaining that success? So for example, two people go to university, they do business degree, one puts in 10 hours a week on average effort, and the other one puts in 50. And the one who puts in 50 is often seen sprawled on the bed or sprawled across the table, working hard, studying hard, revising. If we compare the both, who would you prefer to employ? The lazy one who does 10 hours a week and gets the degree, or the real hard worker, the conscientious one who works 50 hours a week or more to get their degree? I know which one I would choose. So the question is really, what makes people successful? Can we regard success in just one area? Or are we looking for people who are quite successful across many aspects of life? I'd like to know what you think, so do leave your comments in the box. That would be great. My second question is about leisure. Please confirm if you have, apart from the weekend, either one or two other days a week that you spend in leisurely activities, not including the weekend. Let me explain why I asked that question. 40 years ago, at the tender young age of 14, we were told by our school teachers that in the future, in other words, when we left school and went to work, because of the changes in technology, changes with computerization, automation, best practices, sharing of knowledge, better communications, that there wouldn't be enough work to go round. In fact, it was estimated at the time that we would end up on a 3-day week, a 3-day working week, because we just wouldn't need so many people because of all the automation, computerization, and all the other clever things that were coming. And this sounds really good because we watched our parents, and no doubt the generation before them, work really, really hard over long hours each week with very little, if any, leisure time. And we were told by teachers to focus on leisure activities. They could be active, like sport. They could be more passive, like hobbies and interests. But we'll have huge amounts of time for studying, for gaining knowledge, for creativity, for socialising, for playing sports. And here we are, 40 years later, in the year 2013, and across Europe, many people work long hours. In places like London, people work very, very long hours. In the city and in the central London, working 60 or 70 hours a week, I think, is probably the norm. In the USA, people work long hours. People work very, very hard. And I guess that the working day is slightly longer in the USA than anywhere in Europe. Also in the USA, they tend to have less holidays or vacations. So add to that the fact that there are millions and millions of people in Europe, in the UK, and the USA who are unemployed. What happened? What happened? We've got all these people working long, long hours. Stress has given them terrible time, causing early death maybe. And then we have millions of people who are actually doing very little. They're unemployed. And all this leisure time is actually no good to either of them, because one group don't have any time for leisure and the other group don't have any money for leisure. So going back 40 years, what did happen to all our leisure time? If you know the answer, please leave a comment right here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.